Hello everybody, it is Zombie with two eyes and welcome back to my channel. I may be undead, but I look alive thanks to makeup, skincare, and hair care. And it is time for another Declutter Saturday, and this is episode 16. I can't believe we've been doing this for so long. So, as you probably have already guessed, I have another 10 exciting products out of my vast collection for you. Nobody needs this much. So today we have one body product, one face product, 3 eye products, and 5 lip products today. Why don't we get started? So the first product is a body product, and this is the One Hand Washes the Other Solid Scent in Buttella. This company sadly does not exist anymore. This is one of their limited edition scents. This is basically Nutella scented perfume. So this still smells really good. I actually also have the lotion as well in this scent, and I adore it. It's one of my favorite cocoa butter lotions. So let's put this on really quick. So it still smells absolutely delicious. I'm going to keep this and start using this just because it's a fantastic scent and it needs to be used. So out of my one body product, I am keeping one. Onto the face. So the one face item we have is a Lime Crime Cosmetics Software Blush in Megabyte. And it is this beautiful lime green highlight color, which I don't know if you can see, but it has a blue shift to it. I'm wearing this today. It is a gorgeous highlighter, and it kind of shows up green on the skin, but when you look at it in like bright lights like these, it's really hard to see it. But let's swatch it really quick. This comes off more yellow than it actually does in real life, but you can see it's got this really pretty shift to it that like just totally highlights the face super well. This isn't even all the way blended out. You can actually continue to blend this out till it's pretty much a very light color with just a sheen, as you can see. I love this. I'm totally not getting rid of this. This is probably one of the most fun highlighters I have, just because it's lime green. You can't go wrong with a lime green highlighter. And out of one face item, I'm keeping one. So now we're going to move on to the eyes. We have 3 eye products today. We have 2 loose shadows and 1 eye palette. Today we will be swatching with my Sigma large shader brush. I absolutely adore this thing. So the first eyeshadow we'll be looking at is a Glamour Doll Cosmetics from their Cullen eyeshadow Twilight collection in Family Secret. This is a plain white shadow. Let's see how my camera wants to pick it up. So it's a plain white shadow with a lot of shimmer going on. So let's give it a swatch. So it is definitely a very pigmented white shimmer shadow. You could say it's light silver or a bright silver. It's definitely very shiny, very well pigmented. It's not patchy. I went into this thinking that I was going to declutter this. I'm going to keep this and press it. Even though it's super simple, I feel like it'll do really well as like a cut crease highlight, kind of like what I've got going on today with the blue. So I'm going to keep this one. The next color is a Dawn Eyes Cosmetics in Wild Party. This is a lavender colored shadow with a lot of really pretty glitter in it. The glitter is like blue and purple. So this shadow is not very pigmented. It's just pretty much a very sheer base with a lot of glitter. I'm not a huge fan of this, so I'm going to declutter this. And today's palette is another ColourPop palette. This is the Blue Moon palette. I love this palette a ton. It's super cute, super pigmented, and I love blues. I'm a blue fanatic, so let's do some swatches of this and see if I'm gonna keep all the shades, keep some of the shades, or declutter the whole thing. Who knows? So here is the palette. I love this palette. So we have Lumi, which is this beautiful like peach with a blue shift. We have Dabadi, which is a really nice like blurple-y color that's super duper buildable. Then you have Moonlight, which is that beautiful sky blue. You've got Starry Eyed, which is that robin's egg blue. Then you have Billie Jean, which is this gorgeous steel blue color. Next you have Tide Pool, which is that really pretty metallic blue. You have Mad About You, which is a darker, more traditional metallic blue. You got Fine China, which is that like teacup blue, that famous teacup color blue. Then you have Clued In, which is kind of weird, but I'm pretty sure this is super easily buildable, and it's this gorgeous dark teal. So I'm definitely going to keep the whole palette, but I'm going to depot the colors and then into my larger ColourPop depot palette, and then I'm going to throw away the palette. So I'm technically going to consider this a declutter, even though I'm keeping all the shades, because I don't know if you do this, to depot a ColourPop palette is super duper easy. You just take a fine pin or something that's like got a little hook to it, and you just stick it underneath the shade and they pop right out. So it is super duper easy to depot these, and so every single time I have one of these, I'm going to depot them into a larger ColourPop palette that I have. It's one of their larger Freedom palettes, but it's literally holds almost every single one of these that I have, especially as I take some colors away that I don't use or need, and I add these instead. So I'm going to consider this a declutter, and so for the eyes, I am decluttering 2, and I'm depotting this one, so I'm not actually losing any of the colors, just the packaging, and I'm keeping the 1. Finally, onto the lips, we have 2 lipsticks, a Tinted Lip Balm, a lip stain, and a lip gloss. So let's start with the lipsticks. So the first one we have is a MAC lipstick. This is their Powder Kiss formula in Work, Work, Work. And this is just your very traditional red, but it's in that Powder Kiss formula, which is that really nice matte. I have 2 of these, this and then a pinky color, like a pinky nude, and I've worn this a couple times and I really like it. It's just a really nice blue based red matte. It's just a wearable everyday color for me, and I love this matte formula. It's super buttery, super smooth, and it stays on the lips so well, so I'm definitely keeping that one. The next one is a ColourPop lippy stick. So this lippy stick was from my first ever ColourPop purchase when they first came out, and this is in the shade Raw. I know this lip color does not exist in their repertoire anymore, but I've always been a huge fan of it because just it's super creamy, and I always thought this was one of their better pigmented, unusual colors. I apologize if you're red green colorblind. So let me see if I can cover this up for you. So this is a like a mint green color with a little bit of blue in it. I'm obsessed with this. I wish I could wear it more because it's such a gorgeous color, but I don't wear it ever, and I want to keep it because it's my favorite color on the planet, and I want to keep it just for that reason. But at the same time, I bought this a long time ago and it's old, and I know I shouldn't keep it. I'm mad at myself because I know if I get rid of this, I'm going to regret it. But at the same time, I can always find someone else who makes this color. Like, I've used this barely. Like, I've barely used this, but it's just so gorgeous, and it's my absolute favorite color, and it's so creamy. No, I'm going to declutter this and stick to my guns. It's on the older side, and I'm sure I can find somewhere else that makes a very similar color to this. I do have a couple other of these lippy sticks from my first ColourPop purchase, and one I'm almost done, so I will keep the packaging for nostalgia, but since this is a pretty much unused lipstick, I'm going to declutter this one. Next we have a tinted lip balm. This is the Shiro Cosmetics Intertubes in 3 Wolf Moon. So as you can see, this has gotten some use and love. It's just a really pretty dark red vampy color. I love their formula because it's super pigmented, and on top of everything, it's just this really amazing formula. It just feels really good on the lips. And so here, for your red green color people, so here is the color. It's super duper gorgeous. I'm gonna actually keep this and use this up officially, like I'm doing with a lot of these Intertubes, because they don't smell bad. There's the original scent that they put in them has went away, because like this used to be cinnamon scented and it's not. It just doesn't smell like anything. So I wouldn't say it's technically gone bad, especially because it's not lumpy. The pigmentation is still 100% there. So I'm going to keep it and use this as soon as I possibly can, just because I don't want it to go bad, because I will cry inside. So up next we have a lip stain. This is the e.l.f. lip stain in Dewy Berry. So you can see I've worked my way through this a bit. This is just a really lightweight lip stain that is just this really pretty purple berry color. I really like the color of this. It's just this really nice magenta purple. The longevity of this though is really poor, which is why I've used so much of it, because I literally got this maybe 2 or 3 months ago. So you can see like I've just reapplied this right before filming this segment, and it's already wearing off. I can feel it, but overall like it's a decent product. It does what it's supposed to do, which is give that lips that nice like berry glow. So I'm gonna actually use this up. This is in my project pan currently, just because I've already worked a ton of the way through this, and I always find this is a great, like if I don't know what lipstick to wear, I throw this on and it works. So I'm keeping this as well. And then finally the lip gloss. We have a Trust Fund Beauty. This is just a Lipgasm lip gloss in Method to the Madness. So you can see it still has the shrink wrap. I have not opened this, so let's open her up. I forget where I got this from, but I feel like it was in a BoxyCharm or an Ipsy, but it's just this really pretty like peachy colored gloss. And by peachy, I mean pretty much clear. So here is the gloss. It's a very sheer peach. It doesn't have a ton to it. It doesn't really scream like I need to wear this gloss. It's not really giving me anything, so I'm kind of disappointed in it. I'm gonna see if my mom wants this, just because, yeah, I did just open it and swatch it, but it's just not something I will ever reach for, because it's just a sheer peach gloss. It's not something I would use. Let me see if it has a smell. And it doesn't really have any smell to it that's memorable, so I'm just going to see if my mother wants this, so I will consider this a declutter. So out of all the lips, I will be decluttering 2. Sorry, I almost changed my mind on this one. I will be decluttering 2 and crying over this one a little bit. And then overall, I will be decluttering, ooh, geez. I will be decluttering 4. And this one, like I said before, I will be depotting and just decluttering the package, and then I'm keeping the rest. So that is it for today's declutter. I did meet my goal of decluttering 4 products, which is yay! So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, but only if you feel like it. I still have a giveaway going on. I always have a giveaway going on. Details are down in the description below. Please remember to stay safe, stay healthy, and embrace those amazing moments. And I hope you have a great and wonderful day. Bye!